The Theater of Blood. I promised you guys last week that I was going to be doing more Theater of Blood this week, and I did follow through with that promise. Last week, I completed my first run of the Theater of Blood on my Hardcore Iron Man account, and obviously I lived because I'm still a hardcore. This week, I intend to kind of push the limits a bit more, and instead of just doing one run, I intend on going until I get my first item or hit 50 KC. This is roughly the drop rate that I should be seeing an item at, and I'll explain this more later in the video. I promise you guys right now that you are really going to enjoy this one, because a lot of really good stuff happens, and I don't want to spoil anything, but the title is probably already hinting that some pretty big stuff happened, and there's some other stuff that I didn't even mention in the title that also happens throughout this video. So I hope you guys enjoy. Without further ado, let's jump right in to some Theater of Blood.
Turn.
Oh no.
Like,
Italian. Okay. Sorry, I'm not taking that f***ing chance on bloat. There's no way. I am not taking that chance on bloat. Alright, 5kc, here we are. Still alive so far. Just beat the PB, 1922 so far. And I'm sure I'm going to address a couple questions here. One, people are probably going to ask, why am I doing 4-mans instead of trios, when trios are technically better? Well, my logic is, I feel a lot safer in 4-mans, and it's what I'm the most comfortable in, so it's a very simple response there of just, it's what I'm most comfortable with, so I don't want to put myself in a position where I'm risking dying just because I want to get a slightly better chance at getting loot. I would rather take a few more runs that feel safer and are way faster, rather than do trios, which are slightly slower, and I'll probably end up being in theater the same amount of time either way. So, yeah, 5kc, I'll see you guys at 10, or if I get an item. Deciding to use up some of my banked XP for prayer in order to level up a little bit to try and get better use out of my prayer potions and whatnot. So there's the first level, 81. I think I might have up to 84 banked, which would be ideal, because I'm pretty sure that's when my prayer potions do slightly more again. 82 prayer coming in now. Yeah, there's the combat level, 124. I don't think I get the next one until level 90 prayer. So that's gonna be a while before we get that. Not really too focused on it. I actually, since I'm still working through these Hydra bones, I have like 3,000 dragon bones as well. I feel like 84 is a definite, maybe 85 if I have some extra unsold heads, I'm not sure. 83 prayer. Well, there is 84 prayer. Sorry, I missed it as it was happening. I think I do have 85 banked, but there's not much of a reason to go for it right now unless I want to go for the Desert Elite Diaries. I think it's a requirement for that. For now, I think I'm just going to stick with 84. I got the extra prayer point per dose of potion, so very worth. No way.
Screen this time.
I was gonna make a clip for 10kc, and I got my first drop already.
Hey Dave, are you recording the right screen?
I am. I'm recording the right screen. All right. Defender or a weapon? Defender or weapon? Defender or weapon? Please. Oh yes, dude, that is so good. That is so fucking cool, dude.
Hey, elite clue.
I have, dude. I was, ironically, I was gonna go for the Blade of Saldar. I don't have to do that anymore. Holy. If you guys haven't already, definitely make sure you click that like button and subscribe to my channel, as well as hitting that bell for notifications to see more content like this. So let me just show you guys why I'm so excited about this. First of all, this is the weapon that I currently use for Slayer, like regular Slayer tasks. 82 slash bonus, 82 melee strength. The Rapier, also a non-degradable weapon, 94 stab bonus, 89 melee strength. So it's basically 12 accuracy higher. It's in stab, not slash, but that's usually pretty fine. And it's a guaranteed max hit, potentially 2 max hits if I'm wearing the right gear. That's pretty crazy. Alright, now let's compare something else. The Bandos setup. The Abyssal Tentacle is what I currently use at Bandos. 86 strength, 90 slash. This, 94 stab, so higher bonus, and also higher melee strength. Once again, it's not a guaranteed max hit, but 4 strength bonus generally means a max hit, so considering it's 3 higher, it probably will end up being a max hit. The best part about this thing is that it's non-degradable. So for Bandos, I was using my Abyssal Tentacle, and I'll now be using the Grazi Rapier, because as far as I'm aware, Bandos' stats aren't any different for his slash and stab defense. So this is actually super, super helpful to me, and it means I don't have to go through any more Abyssal Whips. That means I can most likely just kind of ignore all of my Abyssal Demon tasks in the future. I don't really have to do them anymore. I might choose to just because they have a pretty good superior and they're not that bad. They're pretty AFK, but I have 4 extra whips in the bank right now, so I don't really have to worry about it too much. Like I was saying, this is basically going to be super, super helpful for Bandos. It's just unfortunate that it's not super great in the Theater of Blood because everything there is weak to slash and not stab, specifically Verzik, which is the main thing that I'm going to be meleeing there. So that's a little unfortunate, but it's alright because it's my new best in slot Slayer weapon, and it's really good for Bandos. So I think I want to head over there right now and test this out for a little bit. I'm not sure why this is highlighted a different color than it normally is, but my first ever trip with the Rapier, and we pick up a Godsword shard. Of course we do. It's from a minion though, so it's not that bad, but man, my Godsword shard luck here is absolutely ridiculous. That is like my 15th Godsword shard from just like the Bandos room in general. That is just, I don't know, man. That's just nuts. Well, it may not have changed my luck on getting a pair of Tacits, but my first trip to Bandos with the Rapier and I got 5 kills. So that's pretty good. I mean, especially considering I don't prayer flick or anything, 5 kills is like really optimal. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's a definite improvement over the Tent Whip. That should do it right there. 500 KC at General Grottor. Unfortunately, I still only have the BCP and the hilt, which at this point is actually fairly unlucky, to be honest, but hopefully we can pull those Tacits soon. I mean, at this point, I would really like to see them because this boss is a little scary sometimes, but I also have the Rapier to play with, so, you know, it's not that bad. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys know that I haven't really been doing any Slayer in a while, since actually getting that Dragon Pick. I'm actually still on my Bears task, but I'm just gonna get rid of that. Hopefully we can pick up something decent here. I don't really care about burst tasks or anything like that. I'm really just gonna be going for Hydra and Arma. Alright, 3 Adamant Dragons, I just can't skip that. There we go, that is exactly what I was looking for. It took quite a few skips, but we now have Hydras, so let's hopefully get those ring pieces, or that Hydra leather. Yeah, I decided to save you the misery of hearing the actual commentary of this. My first purple drop in like 4 million points, I think, which is 4 to 5 times the rate, and it's an arcane. I was not very happy with this. Our last like 16 drops that we've seen in our scaled raids have all been scrolls, so hopefully we can turn that around pretty soon and get something decent. Oh. No way. Oh my god. My friends are still sleeping. I'm just doing some Hydra before they wake up because we're about to go paintballing. No way. Oh my god. Huh. That's like my 5th, I think. I think that's my 5th pet on this account. I'm gonna go check. Just like all the other pets, I'm not gonna insure it, because insuring a pet is kind of just a waste of 500k, since if I die I lose my hardcore status. So, you know, I'm not expecting to die and lose the pet. But that is, let's see, pet number... Yes, that is pet number 5 on the hardcore. I mean, it's not what I expected to get this task. I was kind of just trying to get the leather and the ring pieces, but you know what? It's a really freaking cool pet, and it's an awesome addition on the same week of getting the Theater of Blood drop, too. This is a crazy week, man. So I took a look on the Hardcore Iron Man high scores page, and it looks like only about 350 people have ever even had 95 Slayer, and of those 350, only about 200 are living. Doesn't leave a whole lot of opportunity for people to actually have this pet, so it kind of makes me wonder how many other hardcores have ever had this. I only found one other person who has ever gotten this pet, and it looks like he died the same day he got it. So I wonder if I'm the only living hardcore with the Hydra pet. That's pretty ridiculous, because it's probably true. After all the bossing in Hydra and everything I've been doing recently, I felt like it was time to finally come back to my kingdom, get the approval to 100%, and grab some of the stuff that is in here. So let's go ahead and see. We still have money. That's actually incredibly impressive, because when I came here, my approval was at 25%, which means I haven't been here in months. I'm gonna leave this on Mahogany just because might as well bank some free construction XP, and let's go ahead and see what we got. Decent amount of stuff. 118 Renars. I expected a bit more than that, to be honest, but it's not bad. So I guess I will... Hey, I got a Renar seed too. I'll chuck all this in the bank, clean off the herbs, and then work on making all of my potions, since I have been stocking up on those supplies for a while. Yeah, so as you can see, I have like 1,000 Renars in here, and then a good 500 or so Snapdragons as well. So that's, oh, and I have 76 Renar potions too. That should be enough to last me for a long, long time. Just have to get some red spider eggs, which I'm not really looking forward to doing, but hey, might as well do it. Free level from Tears of Gothics, bringing me up to 63 rune crafting, and it is still my lowest skill by miles. Cheeky little wood cutting level coming in here. Well, I am editing some videos. There are a lot of videos to edit right now, including this one. So, yeah, just getting some free XP, I guess, while I do this. Figured, like I said before, I still only get 87, so that I can just use the Dragon Axe spec to get up to 90, in case I ever get the redwood, like, chop a redwood log master step.
Old.
Okay, now you can check it. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, what? What the heck?
What?
Wrong chest! I called it! It's in the wrong chest! Come on, man! Oh, that's crazy. Well, 15 KC on the hardcore. I've seen my first scythe. That's pretty cool, dude.
Alright, guys.
Let me just reiterate what's happened in this video so far. Had a rapier. I've had a Hydra pet. And now I've seen a scythe. Back to back. Oh my god. Alright. Let's see. I swear to god if you get another scythe, dude. Alright. It's still good. I mean, I think. I don't actually know what that's worth anymore. I have no
I think
idea.
it's like 65?
Yeah, so what the heck, steal my scythe and my Vernic Kappa? It was totally my MVP. Now before you guys see the rest of the video, I promised I would explain the way that the Theater of Blood drop table works. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys how that works right now. There's going to be a lot of stuff on your screen right now, but let me explain this in the simplest way possible. In the grand scheme of things, there is a point system for the Theater of Blood. Now that point system is dictated based on your participation in every encounter and whoever has the most damage on particular encounters. Now, deaths also remove points, but we're going to ignore that since obviously I'm not sitting here hoping to die. The important thing that you guys need to look at is this part right here. You get points just for participating in every encounter. Now, I won't be the MVP, so participating in the encounters is the only way I'm really going to be able to get points. All of my friends heavily outgear me, and I understand that. So here's the amount of total points that I can get. Alright, stay with me here. I promise it's not as complicated as it looks. Now, every person gets 3 points for rooms they participate in, which basically just means being in the room, and there are 6 total encounters in the Theater of Blood, which would be 18 points per person. Since I'm doing 4-man raids, that means there's a total of 72 points to be obtained there. The MVPs are only given to 1 person. There's 2 for Maiden, 2 for Bloat, 1 for the Nilo boss, 1 for Soditseg, 2 for Zarpus, and then 2 for each phase of Verzik, which is 6 more points. This adds up to a total of 86 potential possible points. Bit more simple now. The total points that are possible are 86. My possible total points are 18 because I will never be receiving the MVP because there's no way that I could ever out DPS my friends. 18 out of 86 is 0.21, which means that when we do have a chest, it is going to be in my name 21% of the time. Slightly less than the expected 25 that you would think because it's a 4-man team. Alright, it's the last bit of math, I promise. So my chance of receiving a drop is 21%. The chest rate is every 9.1 raids, assuming no deaths. And most of the raids I'm doing, my friends shouldn't have any deaths because they're all pretty experienced. And obviously I'm not hoping to have any deaths because then I'm not a hardcore anymore. So if none of us are dying, and the chest rate for the team is 1 in 9.1, that means the expected chest rate for my name personally on my hardcore account is about every 43.5 raids. Now the Avernic is 8 out of 19 on the drop table once you actually get the chest, which is a 0.421 chance. Now, if you take my expected chest rate of about 43.5 and divide it by the expected rate of an Avernic once you receive a chest, it means that it should take me about 103.3 raids for an Avernic. So, hopefully, I get it on my second or third chest would be the ideal situation. Obviously, it'd be very nice to also get lucky and not have to worry about that, but a little over 100 expected Theater of Bloods, which isn't too bad. If all goes well, I should be able to get 2.5 to 3 per hour, so this shouldn't take me too much longer than about 50 hours, assuming there are no complications. However, there are going to be times where I have to teleport, and there are times when the servers are unstable, or when my own internet's unstable because of storms or something, so I'm not entirely sure how long this grind's going to take, but I know the amount of raids it should take at least. I know that not all of you guys care about the math and whatnot, but I know that some of you are interested in stuff like that, so just thought I'd explain it a little bit and how it works for my team size at least. Oh, what the fuck? I'm really confused what just happened there.
You ran under him.
I, teleported there, though.
You got kicked.
Let's go ahead and play that back again really slowly. Now take a look at this click. I'm not sure how that was not in Verzik's hitbox. I have no idea. Now I think what happened is that I clicked maybe less than 0.1 second too soon. But yeah, I almost died because of it. And if my friend hadn't actually killed the Nilo that was standing there, I almost certainly would have died in that exact instant.
Also needs I'm the one who did not die.
Alright, I got slapped that raid. First big mistake I'd say I've made so far. And we still got a purple though. I didn't die, obviously, but got a purple 19 KC. This is the 4th one we've seen already. Actually, we're kind of doing pretty good now. Alright, let's see it. What is it, Mr. Kurt?
Hill?
Yeah,
Hill.
alright.
Alright.
Not bad. Assign some really fucking easy shitty ones. It's...
Oh. Are you good?
I tell you.
Okay.
That right there is a classic case of server lag. Now, I'm not really sure what's been happening the past couple of days, but doing Theater of Blood has become increasingly risky. And I got pretty lucky in the fact that my teleport ended up actually working for me. There is unfortunately another hardcore that a lot of you guys might know of by the name of Mutz that was not so lucky. He was streaming Theater of Blood at the same time as me, and this is what happened to him during that exact same lag spike. Like I said, he was not as lucky as me, but as you can see, he had a lot of stuff on the line here, including a scythe. He was one of 3 hardcores that had a scythe, and you can tell what's happening right here. His clicks aren't registering, and he actually got a full-on disconnection message. So I'm not really sure what happened to the servers at this point, but luckily my tele managed to go through, his didn't. So he actually died here. And I don't know, man, that just really makes me a lot more nervous about the Theater of Blood. Despite that though, I decided that I would just head back into the theater the next day because I assumed that the servers might be better. And I did get 2 more completions, bringing my total kill count up to 22 before this happened. As you can see, similar situation, a huge lag spike there, and another teleport out. So I decided that maybe this would be a good place to call it for the week. Honestly, it just looks so good. I wish I could have accomplished more this week, although I did obviously accomplish quite a lot. We got a new pet, adding to our collection. We now have 5 total pets, which is actually pretty good, and I honestly feel like not too many hardcores have this pet because the only one that I could find actually died, and he was a maxed hardcore before he died. So it's possible I might be the only living hardcore with the Hydra pet, which would be super sick. And obviously, we got the Rapier, which is really cool. Now, I did kind of slow down on the TOB a little bit, as I've probably already mentioned, because of the fact that the servers have been really unstable the past couple of days. But I do have every intention of going back and getting that Avernic Defender. This was a really intense video, but it was really fun to make, and I'm obviously still really happy I got my first Theater of Blood item, and it's a really cool item at that, and it does have some uses, so that makes it even better. If you guys haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you guys could click the like button below and subscribe to the channel if you're new, as well as leave a comment. It doesn't even have to be super relevant comment, it just helps my videos get seen by more people, so I'd really appreciate if you guys could do that. That being said, keep your eyes out for an update video tomorrow and probably a late evening stream. I won't be going live today, but if you ever want to see any of the Theater of Blood happening live, go to twitch.tv/LowSoulGamers, because every single time I'm doing Theater of Blood, it's going to be on my live stream. Just as a brief reminder, once again, I do want to say that I will be playing WoW Classic, and I will get more into detail with that in my announcement video tomorrow. So if you want to join up with me, I will be making a guild on the Alliance side of the Harad server. So if you guys would like to join up with me, release day is tomorrow as of the time of me putting out this video. So I'd love to see tons of you guys in there. Just want to have a big guild with tons of people who can make groups together and eventually do raids together. So if that sounds interesting, head over there. And a big thank you to those of you who support me on Twitch, or who are YouTube members, or support me on Patreon, because you guys allow me to continue doing this and making videos like this. So thank you very much to each and every one of you. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the channel update and announcement video tomorrow.